Okay, science class. Remember, we're in science class. So let's continue talking about the behaviors of the animals. That is the topic. Let's write it down, this topic. What behaviors help animals survive? That is the title. I'm going to give you 1 minute to write it down. What behaviors help animals survive?
I finished.
Okay.
I finished.
I finished. Now, who wants to answer these questions? What behaviors help animals survive? What do you think animals need to do, or how they have to behave in order to survive? That they are not going to.
Drink water. Drink water. What is behaviors?
Behaviors, how they have to behave. El comportamiento. Rosa? Do you know what behaviors help animals to survive? What things they need to do in order to survive? Do you think that one... Gabriela?
The camouflage.
Oh, you think, okay, they can camouflage, so in this way they can survive. Yes, they can camouflage. What else?
Teamwork, I think.
Teamwork, yes, teamwork. They need to work on team in groups. They need to work on groups. Why they work in groups, Gabriela? Why do you think that they work in groups?
For helping.
Yes, one of them, they are helping each other, the animals, and also imagine that they need to, if they are lions and they need to catch a prey, they need to hunt. It's easier if they are in groups than just one lion, right? So that is one behavior. That's right. Excellent, Gabriela. Congratulations. That is the answer. Now, this is the topic. What behaviors help animals survive? Remember, your classmates say they must work in groups, that it can be one camouflage. Yes, some animals can. Remember, camouflage is any change of color. The last class we talked about any change of color of the animals that they cannot be perceived easily by other animals, like the chameleons. We talk about different animals. We saw some pictures, some examples about camouflage. In this way, they can survive. We cannot see so easily the animal. Humans cannot hunt them or other animals. It's not going to be easy. Excellent. Let's go to next slide. They need to adaptate also. Now, do not copy this. Do not copy this. We're going to just read. Living in groups for survival. That is one of them that your classmate Gabriela was saying. Living in groups. Animals can live in groups in teamwork to survive. Excellent. So they need to survive in the environments that they live in, the habitat they have. So the behavior helping animals survive are the adaptations. How they adaptate in the place, how they get food, water, how they get protection. And some animals make this work easier by living in groups. It is easier for them, as I was telling you, getting food if they are in groups. If they are in groups, it's going to be easier. It's going to be easier than just one animal hunting another one. To get water also, sometimes some animals, they fight for the water because there is, for example, there is the crocodiles in the water and there is a zebra, the group of zebras, they want to drink water. So this is the way that they behave. If there are a lot of crocodiles in that water, they can hunt, they can catch the prey, that in this case is the zebra, easily than just being one crocodile. So the water and the protection. Remember the male,
you need to copy this.
You don't have to copy this. The male animals, they have to protect the female animals or the babies. So for protections, it's better if they are in groups. Imagine there is one baby just walking or by itself looking for food, getting food. It's going to be difficult. Other animals are going to eat it. So they need to live in groups. For protections also, protections against the cold. If it is cold, they can gather in groups to feel hotter than living just warm. Valerie, do you have any question, Valerie? You raise your hand.
I don't finish to copy the topic.
You didn't finish. What is the topic, class? What behaviors help animals survive? That is the topic, class.
Animals survive.
Also, remember that these animals, they live together in order to learn, because the babies is like us, humans. Humans, we learn from our parents. When we are babies and we are children, we are learning from our parents and all our environments. So the animals also need to learn that. They have to socialize. They have this socialization to get some behaviors as they're animals. So they need to relate each other. Now, let's write it down this. Living in groups. Let's copy this, everything. We're going to copy everything. Living in groups. Living in groups is one adaptation in behavior that helps the animals meet their basic needs. For example, we have some groups of animals like the flock of seagulls, a herd of buffalo. So the groups of buffalo we call a herd, school of fish, a hive of bees. So this is, and we have another example. Let's copy just this. So living in groups is the behavior that helps animals meet their basic needs. Basic needs like getting food, getting water, getting protections, getting warm.
We have to write that title, living in groups.
Yes, this is a subtitle, living in groups, yes.
Please copy that.
Yes, copy this in your notebook.
Oh, I see.
Yes, everything. Copy everything. Okay, Lucia. Okay, I'm going to take the attendance while you're writing this in your notebook. Ana, Andrea, Camila.
Present. Present.
Okay. Gabriela, Isabela, Kiara.
Present. Present.
Lucia, Mia, and Rebecca.
Present. Present. Present.
Rosa, Valerie, and Sian.
Present. Present.
Excellent. Dani, Fernando, Hermes.
Present. Present.
Joshua, Caleb, Marcelo.
Present.
Caleb, Marcelo, it's not here. Santiago Hernandez.
Present.
Okay, Santiago Hernandez and Santiago Chávez.
Miss, yo soy Marcelo, present.
Okay, Marcelo.
Yo soy Hermes, present.
Santiago Hernandez.
Y yo soy Hermes.
Hermes, yes. No, Santiago Hernandez, Santiago Chávez, yes, it's here.
Copy everything.
Did you finish, Mia? Did you finish the copy?
Miss, tenemos que copiar todo.
Yes. Just 10 seconds you have, and I'm going to change the slide.
Okay.
Living in groups. Sian, excellent. Thank you.
The animals survive with a group.
It's easier for them to survive if they live in groups. Imagine an operator where there is a groups of lions, a groups of zebra, a groups of different animals, herbivores. Imagine that they're in that place. The lions, they eat the zebras because they are carnivores. Imagine that there is just one zebra in that place. It's going to be easier for the lions to catch them, to prey them. But if there is a group of zebras, if there is a group of zebras, it is easier for the zebras to protect themselves, trying to be against the lions, to protect those babies and to run. And not just the zebras. Sometimes there is a lot of the animals, they live in groups by the same species. They are the same, they're a group of zebras, but sometimes they can live in the same place. Buffaloes, they can be a herd of buffaloes also. Seagulls, they can be in the same place where there are the zebras. They can be different animals. And they protect each other from the other animals that they can hunt. They can, because they are the prey. So it is easier for animals to survive if they live in groups. Yes, it is easier. They learn different behaviors. It's easy for them to catch and to get food, and also to have also different. The animals also, they have different jobs. We can say like job. For example, the bees. Have you ever listened something about the bees that some of them they don't work, some of them work? There is one that is the queen. Yes or not? Do you know that?
No.
No? No? Okay, the bees, not all the bees they work. Inside of in this group, on the hive of bees, there is one that it's the, like we say, the queen, la reina en la colmena. So they live in groups and they have a leader. They have a leader that it's like giving instructions of the others, because that is the leader, the queen. And the others go to pollinate flower by flower.
Miss, and ¿qué significa behavior?
Behavior in Spanish, we can say el comportamiento. That is behavior. Comportamiento in Spanish, we can say comportamiento in the behavior. After behavior, what is the behavior of them? So one of them is to live in groups. Humans, imagine that you don't live in groups, that you don't live with your mom, with your dad. You live alone. You live alone in the forest. It's not going to be easier for you to survive living by yourself, just by yourself. It's going to be.
One is a protection.
Yes, to get protection. Yes, living groups help you to protect from the dangers of the environment, from wild animals also.
And adaptation.
Valerie, do you have any comment, any question, Valerie?
I have a comment.
Okay.
In my world, I live alone.
You live alone in your world?
Yes.
But it's in your world, but you live with your family, right?
Only with my mom and my sister. But
Well, you don't live alone.
But they go to the supermarket. And I am alone.
And you're alone right now. It's the house just for you. But not all the days, not all the days, just maybe today or a couple of days. They are getting food in the supermarket, right? Imagine that they don't go to the supermarket and you need to go to the supermarket, Valerie, and you don't, are you going to go by yourself?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, but it's easier when you live in groups. Someone else can do it for you. The adults. Okay, excellent, Valerie. Nice for your comments. Now, did you finish class? Can we continue with the next slide? Yes, yes, we can continue. All of you finished. Okay, let's go here. We're going to copy now. What is the meaning of migration? This, just this. Let's copy just this. What is here? I'm going to make it square, square. Just copy this. Migration. There are two other definitions that we need to learn. It's migration and hibernation. So migration is the movement of an animal from one location to another as the season change. So it means that groups of animals or they move from one place to another because of the changes of the season. If it is cold, they need to move because they're not going to survive. It is too cold or too cold.
I finished, miss.
Like here it says, animals that live at mountains may migrate down to the valleys. Food is easier to find in valleys where there is less snow. When it's snowing, it's difficult for them to get food, so they migrate in groups.
I finished too.
In groups, they migrated to another place to find food. And they are together, they are still in group.
Copy this, miss.
Yes, copy this, just this. Also, it says that many animals travel to warmer locations for the winter month and then go back. So if
Finish.
migration is the movement from the animals from one place to another just for a period of time. Then they return, they go back to the same place. Just like if it is on winter or if it is snowing, they need to move.
Finish.
Because it's going to be difficult for them to find food. Okay?
Me.
Tell me.
And I don't understand what is migration.
Okay, one more time. Thank you, Gabriela. Migration is when the animals, they move from one place to another place. They move from one place to another. Because in the place that they live, maybe it can be snowing. So when it's snowing, it's difficult for them to get food. So they need to, in order to survive, they move to another place to collect the food. Then once the winter it's already gone, they return to the same place, to the first place that they live, because the winter has gone. So that is migration, move from one place to another in order to survive and looking for food. As the season changes, but once the season has changed,
Only
they
copy
return.
on red, miss.
Yes, just this. For example, the birds, some birds, when there is a change of the season where it's snowing, most of the times when it is on winter, the animal, when it's winter, the animals migrate. They go to another place and they return to the same place when there is a spring, because it's a spring, so they need to return. They return to the first place that they live. That is migration. It's different for hibernation. Do you know what is hibernation? Do you know what is hibernation? Any idea?
Television.
No? Okay.
Hibernación.
Yes, that is in Spanish, hibernación. Some animals hibernate. Not all the animals, some animals. Some animals migrate, not all the animals also. Hibernation. A bird? Yes. So for example, hibernation, some birds, they hibernate. When there is winter, they hibernate. Hibernate means that they are sleeping. They are not dying. Some people consider that they die, but they don't die. They are sleeping. They are just sleeping. It's sleeping and sleeping during all the winter. So for many days, they can be sleeping. And they wake up when the season change, when there is a spring. When there is a spring, they wake up. Mm-hmm. So we can say that hibernation is a deep sleep. That is hibernation. In other words, it's a deep sleep. I don't know if you have here. No, let's write it down the definition. Let's write it down what is hibernation. That is important. Hibernation. Yes, copy this. Hibernation is a deep sleep. That is hibernation. It's a deep sleep.
Tell me an animal can hibernation que no sea grazing or bird.
Okay, for example, you can write examples of animals that hibernate. For example, these are examples of animals that hibernate. Yes, copy this, Santiago. Copy this.
Que no sea
A
bird.
bird, a kangaroo.
Okay.
Okay, yes, write it down. For example, these animals, they hibernate. They are in a deep sleep, but they are not dying. Just they are sleeping, waiting for the season change. If it is winter, then it's going to be spring. We can say that
How this animal can sleep of weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. I die.
no, because I have hibernation. They are not going to die. They're not going to die. That is a beauty of nature. You think they're going to sleep too much and they're going to die, but no, they hibernate. It's a deep sleep. During the winter, it's a deep sleep during the winter. We can write
Do you
it.
have to
Like
write
humans,
examples?
but humans doesn't sleep too much.
Teacher, do you have to write examples?
Yes, write the examples. Write this, so you know with some examples of animals that.
Do you have to write this?
Yes, write it down.
Examples.
Finish.
Finished?
Lo que está en rojo.
Yes, write it down. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to copy this myself. This hibernation, because I didn't include the meaning of hibernation. That's important. That's important. That if you sleep during the winter.
Finish me.
Okay. You copy, Rosa? You copy that? Yes. Isabella, tell me.
How I say ardilla in English?
Well, yes, that is another example. Excellent, Isabella. It's
No,
another
no, ya
animal.
no más examples.
More
No,
examples.
no.
Marcelo, you need to write this example. That's great. Thank you, Isabella. Yes, these are the examples for hibernation. Hibernation. The animals that sleep during the winter. Then, when there is a spring, they wake up. They wake up.
Miss, how can I say cuerpo spin in English?
El cuerpo spin.
Sí, como
Una
decía
chipmunk.
la hermana mía, no se puede enseñar lo que no
This
sabe.
animal
Eh,
Hibernate.
Estamos enseñando.
Yes.
The chipmunk, I think that is the chipmunk, the animal. Chipmunk.
Hermana,
I'm not sure if it is a chipmunk.
No, por
It's
favor.
like a hamster, but more big. That has like.
Hagan con los full examples.
Yeah, they must
Ya, o-
hibernate. They must hibernate. I'm not sure, but I think that they must hibernate.
A panda bird, no bird. A panda no bird.
Panda.
Nosotros sí invernamos cuando nos dan
A panda
vacaciones
no
en
bird.
diciembre.
No. Marcelo, you don't hibernate. You cannot hibernate. You say that we use that term. We say I'm going to hibernate. I'm not going to do anything. Just resting and sleep. But it's not hibernate. It's different.
A person
Because you do not sleep.
Like that
all the
person
winter.
cannot hibernate.
Sí, hay que escribir los examples.
You want to hibernate? Humans, you want to hibernate?
Yes.
Miss.
You want to hibernate, Marcelo?
Because the person needs a variation and all that we know writing.
No writing, just for no writing. Remember that our bodies, it's not, they're not like prepared for this. We cannot hibernate. Humans cannot hibernate. As I know, we cannot hibernate. But just for no writing, you want to hibernate? Imagine to be sleeping just for
Se lo
no
voy a
writing.
poner como example.
Yes.
Miss,
Tell me, Sian.
el cuerpo spin que habla de Rebeca y Sia Harchi.
Sia Harshi. Okay. I'm not sure if they
Ponga
hibernate. I'm
cuyo.
not sure.
Cuyo, ponga.
Cuyo?
Cuyo.
No.
Cuyo.
No. Okay, did you finish class? We don't have too much time and we need to watch a video. One video that it's so
I have a
interesting.
question. The ant can
finish
can
to
be
copy.
very big. The ant.
Yes. Which one? Sorry, let me stop
The
sharing.
ant hibernation.
The ants. Some of them, there are some species of ant that they can hybrid. Not all the species. Okay, let's watch the video. Pay attention. This is
Yo
a
ya lo vi a él.
And today, we're going to explore the science of animal group behavior.
The music and the
now comments. What? Which animal do you see here? This animal, this behavior.
Suricata.
Why this animal is here? That one. This. What is
This is
she?
suricata.
Because where is she?
It's looking around. Why? Why it's looking around?
I don't know.
Why it's looking around? It's mentioned the other are down looking here, but just one is on the rock looking around. Why?
To make sure
To make sure about what?
there aren't
What?
there
Yeah, the
aren't
predators are not
predators
around.
coming.
That's right, Isabella. They're not around. It's like it's como un vigilante. It's looking around to protect the others. I imagine that they take turns. It's not the same all the entire day. That it's going to be. They take turns. Yes. Maybe then it's going to be another one to take this place to look around so the others can play, can eat, so safe without any predators. Okay, other examples of animals that we see here, they are which animals? Class, how do you call these animals in English?
Flamenco.
Flamingos. And what do you mention about this? What do you mention about these flamingos? What they are in groups?
Flamingos.
Are they in groups?
The flamingos is remember their food. I think
Looking for the food, that's right. And for what else? They want to protect them, right? They want to protect them from the other animals that they can be predators. That's right, to protect the lambs, their lives. Excellent. So let's finish here. In science, you have one homework. It's on Schoology. It's an Schoology assessment. So you can start working today or tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. See you later.
bye, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.